Hello. So this video we're going to be looking at the Cumberland Gap, classic tune Cumberland Gap. Done in lots of different ways by lots of different people. We're going to be playing it here as a three-part tune. Often played as a two-part tune. I've probably heard it more often than not. Actually, just play with two parts, but there's a third part which some people play, and thought we'd add that in here. So that's the kind of B section that we'll get into. So 3 parts, A, B, and C. We're going to be in Cumberland Gap tuning or Sandy River Belle tuning. I've seen the tuning referred to as both. So, but the notes on the different strings. On the first string, we've got a D. On the second, we've got a C. On the third, we have a G. On the fourth is a D. and the fifth is an F. So D, C, G, D, F. Now we're going to be using a couple of chord shapes for this tune. So the first shape looks like this, and you can think of this as the sort of one chord for this tuning. It gives you that nice major sound. It's actually an F major. So third finger, third fret, first string, open second string, first finger, second fret on the third string, and middle finger on the third fret on the fourth string. So 2, 0, 2, sorry, 3, 0, 2, 3. That's your one chord or your F. Now the next, the next chord we're going to kind of come across, although it's a slight variation on this, is the 4 chord for this tuning, which at the moment would actually be a B flat. So third finger again at the third fret on the first string, first finger at the second fret on the second string this time, and a middle finger on the third fret on the third string. That'll give you a 4 chord, a B flat. You can also add in a finger up there as well if you want, to add the fourth string in. So then you'd have 3, 2, 3, 3. We'll also be playing the chord just with 2 fingers, so you get that sound. So that's just 2 on the second string and 3 on the third string. So that's how it will first come up in this tune in the A section. It's also going to come up the first way I kind of showed you there with the 3 fingers. 3, 2 and 3. So a few different ways of playing it. And the other chord we're going to be using is the 5 chord. That's the same shape but up 2 frets. So we had 3, 2 and 3. Took that shape like a triangle pointing down the way or up the way, depending on what makes most sense to you, and shift that same shape up 2 frets. So you now have 5 on the first string, 4 on the second string, and 5 on the third string. Again, if you want to, you can add in the fourth finger. So you've got 5, 4, 4, 4. We'll just be playing it as a 3-finger chord. And this, I said, is the 5 chord, so in the key of F, which we're in, this is C. So we've got F, B flat and C that we're going to be using. Now a couple of ways of doing B flat that we're going to use, one without that first string. So those are the chord shapes. As I said, 3 parts to the tune. They're quite short parts, particularly A and B, they're just 4 bars and they're repeated. A section we're going to repeat 4 times. B section repeat twice. And the C section also repeated twice. Now the C section's got 6 bars, so it's a little longer. And apart from that, I think we'll just get stuck in. So A part, bar 1. So straight away having your 1 chord shape down. So 3, 0, 2, and 3. Now the first bar we're going to pick up that middle finger, and then we're going to hammer on from the open 4th string and put it back down again, and then straight into a brush. The whole bar is. So, starting with that hammer, 0 to 3, and then brush them. Like this. Second half of the bar, strike the 4th string again, now with the middle finger down, and then brush them. So together we get hammer, brush, thumb, strike. Brush, thumb, hammer, brush, thumb, strike. Brush, thumb, hammer, brush, thumb, strike. Okay, on to bar 2. So we're going to be picking up the first finger, doing a hammer on from the open 3rd string, put the first finger back down on the 2nd fret, and then after that we've got an open 2nd string, followed by a thumb, so you get hammer, 2nd thumb. So that's all kind of contained within the chord, so you can just do it with the chord down around it. chord shape up, we're going to strike the open first string, and then we're going to put down that 4-chord variation I showed you. So 2nd fret on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the 3rd string, just for the brush thumb. So you get at the end of the bar, put it with the beginning. That's bar 2. Bar 3. Starting off, open strings, 1st and 2nd, with the thumb at the end there. Second half of the bar, 1st finger, pull off from 2 on the 3rd string, down to 3 on the 4th string, the middle finger, and then fold up by the thumb. So pull off 3, thumb. Whole bar. Bar 3. Bar 4 is the same as bar 1. So your 1-chord shape back down, hammer on, lift your middle finger, hammer on to 3 on the 4th string, brush thumb, and then strike that 4th string again and brush thumb. It's the whole A part now. Time. Okay, moving on to B. Now we're starting with that 5 chord up there at the top. That's 5 on the 1st string, 4 on the 2nd, and 5 on the 3rd. First bar. So 2 bum dictors of brushes, strikes are on the 1st string. Make sure with those brushes that you're avoiding the 4th string, or else you get that. You don't want that note in there unless you play the full chord like that, 4 strings covered. So that's bar 1, bar 2. Or, kind of up to you, you could do it either way. So what's going on is you're reaching up to 7 on the 1st string, and then back down to 5, followed by a thumb. Now there I'm reaching from the chord shape that I had from the previous bar, which to me sort of kind of feels alright, but you might want to go. Do that if you want to, so you could break the chord shape there for that 2nd bar and go with your 3rd finger. I'll just describe it with the chord shape down. So pinky reaches up to 7, lift it off, down to 5 with the 3rd finger and the thumb, and then we are going to break the chord shape. We're going to go down to 3, pull off from 3 to 0 on the 1st string, and strike the 2nd string, and the thumb comes up at the end. So the whole bar. Break the chord shape earlier, you get. So I'm playing. Oh, wasn't clear. That was the first 2 bars together. So bar 2 on its own. Or. Sorry about that. Now onto bar 3. We're playing the 4 chord. This time the 3-finger version, 3 on the 1st string, 2 on the 2nd, and 3 on the 3rd. And we're going to start by striking the 3rd string, then brush thumb, then striking the 1st string, and then brush thumb again. So So you get 3, brush thumb 1, brush thumb 3, brush thumb 1, brush thumb. That's bar 3 of the beat part. Bar 4. So we've just had the 4 chord down, so the third finger is in place where you need it to be for the start of bar 4. Pulling off from 3 to 0 on the first string, striking the open second string, followed up by the thumb. And to finish the bar, pull off from 2 on the third string with the first finger, and down to 3 on the fourth with the middle finger. So the whole bar. So that's the whole B section. Let's play that through a couple of times. So that's B. On to C. Now 6 bars in C, a little longer. Start up at 7. Bar 1. It's the same move you've done before. This time we'll not be playing around with any chord shapes. We'll just be doing individual notes, not kind of using any shapes to find those notes like we were doing before. Just be going up to 7 with the third finger. Then down to 5. Followed by the thumb. 7, 5, thumb. Then down to 3. Pulling off to the open first string. Following up with the open second string and a thumb. So you get 7, 5 thumb, pull off 2 thumb. Bar 2 of the C part. Now I like to have the that 4 chord, 2 finger 4 chord held down for this bar. So that's second on the second string, third on the third string, and then the right hand is going 3, 1 thumb, 3, 1 thumb, like that. So you're not actually playing that second string where you've got the first finger down, but you can kind of hear it in the background. That's your second bar. Bar 3 of the C part. Same as bar 1, so up at 7 on the first string, 7, 5 thumb, down to 3 for the pull off, and then open second string and the thumb. So 7, 5 thumb, pull off 2 thumb. That's bar 3, bar 4. So this one starts just like bar 2. Going to have having that 2 finger 4 chord held down, and you're going to go 3, 1 thumb, 3. Then instead of 1 thumb, you're going to be going 1 and then hammering onto the second fret. Whole bar. Bar 4, bar 5. So we've seen this before, I think bar 4 of the B section. So we're starting off up on the 3rd fret on the first string. Middle 3rd finger, up to you for this one. And you're starting off by pulling off from 3 to 0 on that first string. Then striking the open second string. And down to the 3rd string, pulling off from 2 to 0. And then down to 3 on the 4th string with that middle finger and the thumb to follow. So pull off 2 thumb, pull off 4 thumb. And the last bar is the same as the very first bar of the tune. So that one chord shape held down, lift the middle finger, hammer on from 0 to 3, brush them, and then strike that 4th string again and brush them. So hammer, brush them, strike, brush them, hammer, brush them, strike, brush them. And there you go. That'll do it for Cumberland Gap. So good luck. Hope you have fun with it.